Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I have this Halloween look. It is Pennywise from It. I'm gonna be Pennywise for Halloween, so I wanted to film this video for you guys. It's super simple to recreate, so if you want to see how I did it, then just keep watching. Okay, so to start off, I'm using my Maybelline Super Stay Foundation. I did pick up this shade in 120, which is Classic Ivory. I wanted to go a few shades lighter than my actual foundation because since Pennywise has his face painted white, I wanted to try to recreate that as close as possible. I did prefer this over painting my face white with face paint because I don't know how well that'll last on my skin all night, and I want to make sure that my makeup stays, so using my typical foundation, it just worked perfectly. Now moving on to concealer, I'm using my Milani Conceal and Perfect, also in the shade 120. I'm just applying this on certain spots on my face to brighten up a little bit more and also to just conceal any blemishes that I do have. This also made me look a lot more pale, so that's good for this look. Now to just set everything in place, I'm using my CoverGirl Loose Powder in translucent medium. I'm just gonna kind of go crazy with this because I want to make sure that the base of my makeup is gonna stay. So yeah, just going crazy with this big fluffy brush. So now that I look white as a ghost, we can move on to contouring. For contour, I'm using this Catrice X Iman palette. I'm gonna use a shade called Cairo. And I'm just going to apply this shade onto my cheeks just to make them stand out a little bit more. I don't want to add too much color to my face, so I'm just going to make sure to blend everything out really well. Moving on to brows, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. eyebrow kit in the shade Dark. I'm just going to be filling in my brows a little bit darker than usual, so I'll be a little bit more harsh with the product. Just to balance out the eye look, since it is going to be a more dramatic eye, I wanted to make sure that my eyebrows still stood out. And just to set my eyebrows and to add a little bit more definition, I am going to use my NYX eyebrow pencil. Now moving on to the fun part, for my eyes, I'm using my Milani Rogue palette. I'm going to start off by taking the shade called Overbaked. It's this red, darker shadow. So for this look, I'm actually going to attempt to do a cut crease. I'm not the best at it, just a fair warning. It's my first time actually doing a cut crease. But I'm going to start off by taking this thin eyeshadow brush and just blending the shadow over top of my eyelid. So literally just right into my crease to prep for my white shadow. This was the perfect shade for this look. I really wanted like a deeper red but not too burgundy, so this was the perfect in-between red. Next, using this BH Cosmetic palette, it's called Drop Dead Gorgeous, a little bit psycho. That's exactly who we are today. I'm taking the shade called Knockout. It's a more rustic red, and I'm just gonna blend that on the corner of my crease. I just wanted to do this to deepen up the look, and then we're gonna move on to our lid. Now for my lid, I'm using my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk. This is the perfect eye product. It's not only going to prep my shadow, but it's also going to make the white on my lid a lot more vibrant when I do apply it. And as you can see, I'm basically just putting this all over my eyelid. I'm kind of going to carve out my eye with this. Like I said, I'm not the best at cut crease looks, you guys, so I'm doing my best. But yeah, I'm just going to carve out my eyelid. Hopefully just make it look as good as I can. And then I'm quickly just going to go back in with some red and just clean up the sides a little bit. I just want to make sure everything is perfectly blended and it looks as neat as possible. Now I'm going to take the shadow called White Lies from the BH Cosmetics palette. I'm just going to carve out my eye some more with this. I'm going to put this all over my eyelid as well. This also just helped set the eye pencil because that was a more creamier consistency and the shadow is more of a powder, so it's perfect. Lastly, I'm just going to do some quick final touches and I'm going to do the other eye off camera and I'll be back to show you guys the rest of the look. So now that both of my eyes are done, I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Mega Liner just to line my eyes. I'm just going to apply my eyeliner a little bit thicker than usual. I just want to make sure that the black stands out. I'm also going to add a tiny wing at the corner of my eye. I don't want to make it too dramatic, but I just love the contrast between the red, the white, and the black. Next, I'm just lining my lower lash line with the red that I used on my crease to tie in the look. I'm also taking the shade called Black Magic from the BH palette, and I'm just going to be applying this on the outer corners of my lower lash line to give me more definition. Lastly, taking the white shadow, I am going to put that on the inner corners of my eyes. And to finish off my eye look, I'm using my Ardell Mega Volume Lashes. This just tied in everything perfectly. Moving on to lips, I'm going to start off by lining my lips with the NYX Dark Red Lip Liner. I'm going to make sure to overline my lips a little bit and move on to my lipstick. I'm going to be using two NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams in two different shades of red. The first one is called Monte Carlo. It's a darker, deeper red. This is going to be used to line my lips once again and focus more on the outer parts of my lip. It's going to give me a good contrast for when I apply the second color. The second shade that I'm using is called Amsterdam. It's just this blood red. I'm going to focus this more on the center of my lips. I just loved the contrast between the light and the dark red, and also these lip creams are the best. They're not drying at all. Alright guys, so now to really start looking like Pennywise, we're going to draw the lines that connect from his eyes to his mouth. I'm starting from the center of my eyeball. I'm just making a small line down, and then I'm just going to go back and forth towards my lip because it's a lot harder to just do a straight line up, so I wanted to just meet in the middle, if that makes sense. And I am just using my red lip liner for this part. It's just a quick sketch. It doesn't have to be perfect because I am going to go over top of it with my lip cream. Also, don't forget to connect your lips to your lines because that'll give you a smiley effect like Pennywise. And I am going to use Monte Carlo over top of my lines, and this is just going to give me a more cleaner look. It is a darker red, so it's perfect. It matches the eyeshadow perfectly as well. And since I don't have the steadiest hands, the lines were not like identically similar, but that's okay. They could be a little bit messy. At the end of the day, I'm a killer clown, so I don't care. And lastly, I am just going to go over the lip cream with my lip liner once again, just to set it in place. Right, I'm also drawing the little lines that go above Pennywise's eyebrows. These are just like very, very small, so they don't have to be perfect either. And I'm also going over that with the Monte Carlo shade. And for my nose, I'm using my red lip liner to sketch out where I'm going to fill it in. Then taking my lip cream in Amsterdam, I'm going to put some of that in the center of my nose, and then I'm just going to spread it all out with this small eyeshadow brush. Alright, and now for this step, because I am extra, I bought some gems from Party City. I'm just going to put these little 2 red gems on the lines above my eyebrows just to give me an extra detail. This isn't necessary, but I thought it looked really cute. And for the last step, you guys, I'm taking this white eyeshadow and just highlighting my nose because I cannot go out without my nose highlight. And after that, you guys, this is my completed Pennywise look. Okay guys, so I'm quickly just gonna close off this video. I look like a clown. Literally, I'm in my truest form right now. But I just wanted to quickly say that I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. This literally was not a planned tutorial. I was really just going to do my makeup today. Like, I wanted to do a test run for Halloween because I am actually going to be Pennywise for Halloween this year, which I feel like I'm gonna love it. I did order yellow contact lenses and my costume, obviously, but I don't have it with me because it hasn't arrived yet. So that sucks. I wanted you guys to see the full look, like in full effect. But anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed. I actually love how the makeup turned out. So if you guys liked it as well, make sure you give my video a thumbs up for me. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go wash this off because my pores are screaming at me. So like always, I really hope you guys are remaining safe. Have a happy Halloween, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.